Is XRP holding key support on the way to a $2.66 target? XRP's recent pause in momentum is not being interpreted as weakness by technical analysts. Instead, it reflects a controlled correction within a broader bullish structure, where price behavior follows disciplined technical rules rather than emotional selling. This calm retracement suggests that the market is resetting, not reversing, which often strengthens confidence among experienced traders. Analyst Tara here explains that XRP's price action fits neatly within an Elliott Wave framework, where the move toward $2.30 represented a corrective sub-wave, reaching the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. So let's check the chart that she shared here. So the rejection at that level did not break the trend. Instead, it marked a healthy transition into the final corrective phase, reinforcing structural integrity rather than signaling danger. Most importantly, XRP has successfully held support near $2.18, the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement, a level often associated with stabilization in bullish corrections. Holding this area allows XRP to consolidate while Bitcoin completes its own short-term cycle, potentially setting the stage for renewed upside momentum toward the $2.49 to $2.66 resistance zone. Based on Cypress Demon Encore, is XRP preparing for another bullish leg or a deeper pullback? Analyst here, Cypress Demon Encore, believes the crypto market is approaching a phase it has never experienced before, one shaped by increasing regulatory clarity rather than uncertainty. Unlike previous bull cycles that thrive in regulatory ambiguity, this environment could fundamentally change capital flows, participation levels, and long-term valuation structures for assets like XRP. From a technical perspective, XRP's recent strength comes from its ability to push through established sell walls, particularly around the $2 level. Buyers demonstrated enough conviction to absorb selling pressure, turning former resistance into short-term support, which is a key requirement for sustained upside movement. However, Demon Encore urges caution. While buy imbalances and sustained volume are constructive, XRP must continue holding above the $2.15 to $2.27 price range. Losing the $2 psychological level would weaken the structure significantly. As long as support holds, the market remains cautiously optimistic rather than blindly bullish. Based on this post, did David Schwartz signal the removal of XRP shorts? A cryptic post from a former Ripple CTO David Schwartz sparked intense speculation just as XRP began rallying. His humorous reference to removing shorts coincided almost perfectly with XRP's push toward $2.39, its highest level since early November 2025, immediately catching the attention of the community. Commentators here, the JWK show, interpreted the timing symbolically, suggesting that Schwartz's retirement and the phrasing of his post hinted at the removal of price suppression surrounding XRP. While purely interpretive, this narrative resonated strongly with holders already watching XRP break higher. The XRP community is known for reading between the lines, especially when Schwartz is involved. His reputation for layered communication fueled the belief that the post carried intentional meaning, reinforcing bullish sentiment as traders now watch closely for whether the psychological shift translates into sustained price action. Based on this post, is XRP at a make or break technical moment? According to analysts here, Steph is crypto. XRP is now testing a critical weekly EMA ribbon zone, a long-term trend filter that often defines whether an asset is in bullish or bearish phase. This area, sitting around the mid $2.30 range, represents a major decision point for the market. After falling below the EMA ribbons in October, XRP did not collapse. Instead, it formed a slow, controlled structure that avoided panic selling. This behavior is important because it suggests market balance, not distribution, as price gradually works its way back toward resistance. Steph draws comparison to 2017 when XRP followed a similar sequence before eventually breaking above the weekly EMA ribbons and accelerating sharply. While not predictive, the resemblance highlights how confirmation, not speculation, will determine whether XRP enters its next sustained trend. In this next post from X, why are XRP tokens flowing out of Upbit again? On-chain data shows that XRP reserves on Upbit, South Korea's largest exchange, are declining once again. Historically, such outflows often signal that holders are moving assets into self-custody, reducing immediate sell pressure and tightening available supply on exchanges. This behavior mirrors what occurred in November 2024 when XRP began flowing out of Upbit before rallying from around $0.50 to $3.29. While history doesn't repeat perfectly, these similarities naturally draw attention from traders looking for early indicators of changing market dynamics. However, exchange flows are supporting signals, not standalone triggers. Mixed institutional flows suggest selective participation, meaning demand must still rise to convert reduced supply into meaningful price expansion. Still, tightening exchange liquidity is a condition that historically favors bullish outcomes. In this final post that we have here, what does XRP's completed triple top setup signal? According to Credible Crypto here, he highlighted a completed triple top setup, where XRP tested the same support 3 times without breaking lower. So let's check the chart that he shared right here. So XRP tested the same support 3 times without breaking lower. This pattern often indicates that sellers are exhausted and unable to push price further down. Following the third tap, XRP rallied decisively, reclaiming prior resistance levels and establishing acceptance above the $2.28 zone. Notably, the move did not offer a deep pullback, reminding traders that markets don't always provide perfect entries before continuation. Even as Bitcoin experienced short-term weakness, XRP held above $2.20, reinforcing the idea that this move was structurally sound. The completed triple top now serves as a reference point for judging whether XRP can maintain momentum in the sessions ahead. And finally, my overall personal opinion about what we discussed in this video is that, taken together, these 6 developments paint a picture of an XRP market that is structured, patient, and increasingly mature. Technical levels are being respected, supply dynamics are tightening, and sentiment is shifting without excessive hype. While confirmation is still required, the alignment between technical structure, on-chain behavior, and macro context suggests that XRP may be quietly positioning itself for a larger move, one driven by validation rather than speculation. And this finally ends our video. Thank you very much for watching and see you on the next one.